Today on the program you'll see a new American thriller, Cut Bank, soon on screen. Not long ago there was the premiere of a well-known Kazakh action drama sequel, Racketeer 2, directed by Akan Satayev. See the story in Art Event. Within the program, on the front line, we visit art school. And the focus of today's program, Master Has It, is a famous Kazakh singer and vocal coach, Diana Sharapova. Movie thriller comes soon to the big screen titled Cut Bank, directed by Matt Sheckman. The film's protagonist, Dwayne McLaren, lives in Cut Bank, Montana, and works in the garage. But at school he was a football star. Since the town is literally stuck in time, Dwayne wants to escape from it. He is making every effort to leave Cut Bank, thereby starting a series of events that change not only his life, but the city itself. Starring actors Liam Hemsworth, Teresa Palmer, Billy Bob Thornton, Bruce Dern, John Malkovich and Michael Stuhlbarg. In 2007, Racketeer was released and became a landmark for Kazakh cinema. After almost 8 years, the premiere of the long-awaited sequel, directed by Akan Satayev, was held. The film tells the story of the younger brother of Ruslan, a crime boss known to us from the first film. Starring actors are Dastan Shakirov, Aruzhan Jazulbekova, Jan Bayjanbayev and others. The first part of Racketeer is probably one of the most important films of Kazakhstani action movies. Accordingly, attention to the second part is very great, and you can see this by how many people have come. Usually premieres are held in small cinemas, but today it is showing at the Palace of the Republic. I hope that the movie is good, firstly because a lot of my friends played in this film. And secondly, I wonder how the authors can still continue the story. We know how the first part has ended, and it is very interesting what they come up with. How they keep the intrigue without the main protagonist from the first part. I wonder if the film is good or bad, because the first part many people watched because of the charisma of Ruslan, played by Murat Bisenbin. In the first film, I was not very honest. I was hypocritical and cynical. In the second part, I have become more cynical, more rich, greedy and hypocritical. In the first part, people accepted me well. I am very happy that people have such an interest in the second part too. I am very pleased as an actor, and for the director, my friend, Akan Satayev, and for the role he has entrusted to me. I saw probably what I had expected. Unfortunately, the plot of Racketeer 2 has not stepped forward from the past 7 years. It's a pity that there was much more melodrama, which is, in my opinion, out of place. But at the same time, Akan Satayev always manages to have very successful ends. Racketeer 2 has 2 or maybe even 3 ends, 2 of which are false, but each of them are unexpected and show that a person creates a solid product. And he initially knows how he wants to finish the film and what he wants to say by it. The unheard of premiere took place at the Palace of the Republic that could hardly accommodate all the fans of the film. It is worth noting that Racketeer 2 was also released in Kyrgyzstan, Buryatia and Yakutia. It is also planned to premiere in Moscow. The budget of the film is $900,000. The history of painting covers 30,000 years. Many generations of artists created unique paintings, perfecting and glorifying this type of art. 3 years ago in Almaty, an art studio was set up, whose main goal was to teach anyone who wanted to learn the basics of painting. Today about 150 people learn to draw in this studio. First, our students learn pencil drawing. They draw the simplest things, such as geometric shapes. Then they learn linear perspective, and only after that they move on to more complicated things. Still life, figures of plaster constructions, plaster heads and figures. Then they move on to even more complicated things, to live nature, to landscape painting, graphic and printing techniques. You can draw with ink, pen, simple pens, colored pencils. We give master classes in the painting of the Middle Ages. It means we teach them to work on boards, priming, to prepare paint made from natural stones. In addition to the workshops, there are seminars, lectures on art history, music, literature, and world history, where young artists broaden their horizons and learn many interesting things. The best part is that we can give our students the opportunity to go to serious art college. About 40 of our graduates study in prestigious education facilities of London, Cyprus, Moscow, and St. Petersburg. These are the world's art schools, so in order to study there, you must have very good preparation. We are heavily involved with the students. We prepare for them portfolios so that they can go to college. And it is an important component of our studio. Especially for children, we have organized school competitions where children draw and compete. This is a very good thing because a lot of them participate in exhibitions for the first time, where they are rewarded, where they receive prizes and awards. This is useful for personal development. I've been studying here for 2 years. Here is a nice atmosphere. All are very friendly. When I come here, I feel at home. It is like my second family. The same attitude and everything is very simple and easily given. But if I have some problems, the teachers always find the right approach. Everyone tries to give something of their own. And every teacher, despite how busy the schedule is, always finds time to give advice, and it helps a lot. Because the teachers are different, and everyone has their own experience. And it's very interesting. I want to give people the opportunity to grow and learn because it is really very nice and helpful. Everything that surrounds us, first of all, was drawn by someone. Professional teachers are trying to uncover the secrets of fine art, starting with the basics and ending with the completed picture. Every year in the Central Exhibition Hall of Almaty, the school executives conduct extensive exhibitions where each artist has the opportunity to present his work. The origin of the vocal art is connected with the human desire to express his mood through the sound of his voice. Singing as an art requires proper natural voice training and technical vocal development, as well as a knowledge of musical notation. Today we introduce to you Diana Sharapova, a woman who has incredible vocal abilities and also teaches vocal art. I was faced with the fact that I need to explain how to sing when many artists with whom we were friends asked me to be present at the recording of their songs. Since then, I've realized that I need to be able to convey how I sing and how to do it properly. For many artists and singers, recording at the studio is hard work. They wear comfortable shoes, come in tracksuits, ready to stay for a long time and slip into a positive frame of mind. My task is to turn the studio recording into a good time, without stress. You need to work hard in order to manage it. Diana Sharapova was born in Tashkent. At 6 years old, she was admitted to a special school with a musical bent, where she mastered the piano and flute. Later, she continued her musical education and graduated from college with honors in pop vocals. In 2003, already in Almaty, she became a member of Negros, the band. In 2010, she was among the participants of the Kazakh TV show 2 Stars. In 2011, Diana participated in the contest New Wave, and in 2014 became one of the participants of the 3rd season of the Russian television show The Voice, and entered the team of Leonid Agutin. I am very proud of the experience with the band Racketeer, whose founder is the people's artist of Kazakhstan, Mayra Ilyasova. She made such an unusual experiment. She gathered 3 amazing dancers in one team. They perform on the stage very beautifully, and it always looks impressive. It is beyond words. But once their founder told me, "You know, Diana, they cannot sing." I began to work with them, and a year later the situation has changed completely. They did not miss classes and treated them very seriously. Now they can sing live. I'm greatly encouraged by this, and I've realized that I can teach vocals. Our heroine cannot imagine her life without songs. And she also spends a lot of time teaching, where every detail is important. After all, to teach someone the vocal art, you need to know not only all the details of craftsmanship, but also how to find an individual approach to each student. I support a very rigid discipline, otherwise I have no good results. If a student does not want to move, I will not be sitting, lounging in a chair and looking at him. I get up and I will do everything required together with him. Each teacher tries to come up with new methods of teaching to bring into teaching something different, something unique. Our heroine's main goal is to engage every student in the class of vocals and to pass on the love for this art. Once when I realized that I get to teach singing, besides the fact that I perform on the stage well enough, inspiration came to me that this is great fun too. I like to do it so that I am ready to do it even for free. I believe it is happiness.